And hello, welcome back to another video. I'm actually going to really try and make this short this week because it's 4:52. This is like 40 minutes later than I normally record this. Mountain time, by the way. Game starts at like 6:15, 6:25, so I literally have an hour and a half until the game comes up or on. So probably no way it gets up by the time the game starts. Maybe during the game, depending on how fast I'll go. I should stop explaining why I should go fast and just go fast now. So you can see my record in the right corner. My overall this season, 69, 35, and 1. The 1 obviously being the tie between the Bengals and the Eagles. Okay, so now as we go down to week 8, which is here, I'm going to go through this fast. Falcons-Panthers. I think the Panthers are way better than the Falcons. Falcons aren't very good. I think the Falcons would be dumb to win. So I think the Panthers win this. Pretty boring Thursday night game, honestly. Steelers-Ravens. This is going to be a great game. I'm going to pick the Steelers. I think the Steelers are probably the second best team in the league. They've shown it. They've shown that you don't need Mahomes or like Wilson to be one of the top 3 teams in the league, like, or top 2 in their case. Like, you can have a about top 10 quarterback and you'll be fine if you have an amazing surrounding core and defense. They have one probably. Well, I remember the Bucks are the best defense, but I've always been a lot lower on the Ravens than everybody else. I'd say they're maybe 5 or 6 in the league. Anyway, so I'm going to pick the Steelers to win in a close game, though. Rivalry games, you never know who's going to win these. Patriots-Bills, I'm going to pick the Bills. I don't think the Patriots are very good. I think that they might win another 3 games this season, maybe. 4 at most, I'd say. They aren't very good. Cam Newton's not very good. I've said it all along. After week 3, he had me after week 2, he had me kind of questioning if he was actually good or not. He's not. Yeah, he's not. I used to love him. Like, back when they were in the Super Bowl, he was, like, my favorite. And the dad, that was back when the dad was the cool thing. I thought he invented it. Turns out, it wasn't him, it was Joe Elliott, actually. At least that's what I think. He's the earliest person I've ever seen do it. 1991. In a music video. Anyways, back to football. Cam Newton's not very good. I'd predict Jarrett Stidham to be back, or to be their starting quarterback in the next 2 weeks. Newton's going to get benched, I think. Bills win this game. And as a Dolphins fan, I hate to say that because I really want the Patriots to win for the first time ever, pretty much. At least in the past 20 years, because Bills are currently like a game and a half ahead of us for the division. But I think that they'll beat the Patriots because, Patriots aren't that great. Titans, Bengals. I'm going to pick the Titans. I'm kind of coming around on them, kind of not. I still think they're maybe top 10 team. I'm hesitant on saying that, though. I do think the Bengals are really good, but Titans are definitely better, and I think they win. Raiders, Broncos. The Browns. Gonna pick the Raiders. I'm as low on the Browns as anybody, probably, like, anywhere, pretty much. I really don't think that they're very good. Barely beat the Bengals last week, but they just lost Odell Beckham Jr. for the season. They're not looking good. Raiders, I know they got crushed by the Bucks last week, but I think that they win this game. Lions, Colts. I'm gonna pick the Lions. Shouldn't have won last week against the Falcons, but they're the Falcons and they'll find a way to choke. Honestly, though, I'm not joking. If Todd Gurley didn't accidentally score that touchdown, I would have won in fantasy this week. Last week. I'd have won. Because I lost by like 6 points, and the person I was playing had TJ Hawkinson and Kenny Galladay, who combined for like 10 points that drive for the Lions. So if Gurley had gone down, and they just kicked a field goal, not giving the Lions the ball, I would have won. So I'm angry about that. But anyways, I'm also very low on the Colts. Yeah, I don't think they're very good. I'm going to pick the Lions to win, because I think the Lions actually have something. I wouldn't predict them to make the playoffs, especially in the NFC, but if they are in the AFC, I'd say that they have not an outsider shot, but yeah, an outsider shot. A shot. I'd say they have a good shot at making the playoffs, but probably not in the NFC. Vikings, Packers. I'm gonna pick the Packers because they are better than the Vikings. Yeah. Jets, Chiefs. Same thing here. I'm gonna pick the Chiefs because the Chiefs are better than the Jets. Alright, Rams, Dolphins. This is the one I'm gonna take the longest on. Maybe take a minute. So I went back and forth on this. At first I had the Dolphins winning, then I changed it back to the Rams, and then right after I finished all these picks, I'm like, and then I went back and changed it to the Dolphins to win. I'm a Dolphins fan. So this might be me being a little biased here, but I honestly think that we are an amazing team. Not amazing. A good team. Rams are okay. They're... I don't know. I don't love them. They aren't like anything amazing. Probably outside the top 10 teams. And we had a bye last week, but the week before that we demolished the Jets, who only lost to the Bills by 8. And then we demolished the Niners the week before that, who just crushed the Patriots. Barely lost to the Seahawks, crushed the Jags, barely lost to the Bills, and our biggest loss of the season was week 1 against the Patriots. So we've really come along this season. And I honestly think that we are going to beat the Rams in Tua's debut. Hope Aaron Donald doesn't kill him. But, yeah, so I'm going to pick the Dolphins to win this week, but I really don't know. It'll be interesting. Chargers, Broncos. I'm going to pick the Chargers because Broncos aren't very good. I don't really think Drew Lock's the answer at this point. Yeah. So, gonna pick the Chargers to win. Seahawks, or Niners and Seahawks. This one was hard for me too. I'm gonna pick the Niners just because they're coming off of a big win and the Seahawks are coming off of a upsetting loss. And I think there's a difference between how the Seahawks lost last week and how the Packers lost to the Bucs. The Packers had just an abysmal game, and they were angry all week, and now they came out and crushed the Texans. But that's just an entire game is bad. Just the ending. I think there's a huge difference between getting crushed in regulation and losing in overtime. It's completely demoralizing. And honestly, I don't think the Niners are a better team, but I don't know. I'm gonna pick the Niners to win though. Their offense is really looking scary now, and their defense is getting to be a bit more consistent. Fred Warner played for BYU in college. I'm a BYU fan, so I love him. He's the best player on that defense. He's so good. Okay, I'm going to pick the Niners to beat the Seahawks. Not going to play Russell Wilson in fantasy this week, I don't think. Going to play Carson Wentz over him and Aaron Rodgers. At least as of now. It might change by, Sunday, but as of now, I'm playing Carson Wentz over Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. Saints and Bears. I'm going to pick the Saints because the Bears honestly aren't very good. They're bad. The Saints are pretty good. Cowboys, Eagles. Again, I'm playing Carson Wentz this game. Cowboys defense is so bad. I'm higher on the Eagles than everyone else. If you've watched this since last year, you know that. Honestly, I thought that they were the best team in the NFL going into last year. I was wrong, but I still think that they're really good. Top 13, 14 team without... Okay, that's with injuries. I still think Carson Wentz is a top 5 quarterback. Not willing to jump the ship on him yet, although at times this season I have felt like it. Specifically the first 4 weeks. But in the past 3-4 weeks, he's been really good. And again, the Cowboys suck. But without injuries, the Eagles, I'd say, are probably still a top 10 team. They're really good. And they're going to beat the Cowboys by a lot. And Buccaneers, Giants, Bucks, because they're better than the Giants, and they're really looking to be like a threat this year. I always knew that they'd start slow and would come up slow, or like get better as the season goes on, just because like there's zero continuity on the team. There is some people, but like the big players, a lot of them are new this year, and just with no preseason and just everything that's going on, restricting practices, especially before the season. I knew that they'd start off slow, but they'd get better as the season goes on. I didn't think they'd be this good. They're really looking good. I still probably have them losing in the NFC Championships. Probably still to the Seahawks. Yeah, probably still to the Seahawks. But they're on the Super Bowl watch list for sure. Yeah. So, they're gonna blow out the Giants. So, these are my picks. I'm going against the spread on quite a few of these. Let's see, Steelers I am, Raiders I am, Lions I am, Dolphins I am. Okay, that's actually not as many as I thought. But I'm not confident in a ton of these. I went 11 and 3 last week. I went 11 and 3 last week. Hopefully I can repeat that, because there's also 14 games this week. Or do better. Hopefully not worse, but it'll probably be worse than that. I might not even go 500 this week. That's only happened once in the 2 seasons I've been doing it. Week 1 of this year, I went 7-9. Anyways, see you guys in the next video, and bye.